Carlos Castanedas. I'm just saying. Something about Don Juan.
The teachings, yes.
The teachings of Carlos Castanedas.
Yes.
The teachings of Don Juan.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I got to drive a Calco car home after this.
Calco.
I will never forget this show.
Clearly, are you going to be moving on?
I'll be moving on after the next one. I'll be telling all my buddies in jail in the morning, Chris Ream's the best radio show I've ever been on in my life. No, listen to it on podcast. Come on, pull it up.
Spreaker.com. You can listen to Key West Beer Tales on Spreaker.com. I'm going to load up some new shows this week, so
Oh, sweet.
it'll be a whole bunch. I'm a little behind.
They have way better audio quality than that Blog Talk Radio. I'm just saying.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We use
great.
it. And Danny's the one who she's of course the engineer for the whole show, and
Thank
she
goodness
records
for Danny
everything,
Boy.
she edits everything, and then she puts it online. And she sends it out to the stations. She does all the work on it. Right now, we just sit around and drink.
Yeah,
and
I
so
feel
does
like-
she. But later on, she's got to deal with
I'd
like
to-
5
I'd like
hours
to
of
hear
headaches.
A round of applause for Danny Hoy, the Tropical.
Yeah. Good job, Danny.
And you know, while we're giving accolades here, this is the first time we've ever had 7 people on the show.
Yeah,
it's also the
actually on
first.
show.
It's also the first time I think that. Did we ever have another woman on the show, Danny? At the same time you were here?
Didn't we have
No,
a
we had Tiffany.
Oh,
but-
well, she wasn't on
But
the
she
show.
wasn't
She was a
on, but she
spectator.
wasn't really a woman.
She was a spectator. She sat over there. Her and her husband Mike.
So Beth is the second female on the show.
But Tiffany
Yes,
wasn't. You know, she came in, she said hello, and then she went over and she sat down.
No,
Beth? Hold on. Beth is an active member of the show.
And an actual woman. Was Tiffany her dancer name or a real name?
Huh?
Was Tiffany her stage name or a real name?
Well, it still is her real name,
Okay.
Tiffany Green.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah.
You
Tiffany
know
Green is
her.
her.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Your
Is that her
Facebook
real
famous.
name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiffani.
name or something?
No, that's a real name. I don't think she's a stripper. I would.
Every time I meet a Tiffany or a Crystal, I'm just saying.
And we also we used to have a Tiffany who worked here who was supposed to be on the show, but she never made it. Hey, this is Key West Chris. You're listening to Key West Beer Tales, the sum of all beers. So, all right.
At any rate,
At any rate. Yes, Mark.
I am so distracted by Dave right now.
How about a cigar rating there, Dave?
I'm
The
still
funny
here.
thing is,
I'm still here.
no one can see it, but they're on opposite sides, so Mark can clearly see Dave.
I'm like, my line of sight right now, just microphone positioning is like
is Dave
focused on
sunk
Dave
into the couch.
sunken into the couch.
I'm still here. Thank God I'm still
He's
here.
in there. He's in here.
So can we do a little musical break here?
A musical break?
Well, I just want to talk about Chris. So Chris was part of the Key West Songwriters Festival
Yay.
this week, which he performed. It was Saturday
Saturday.
morning.
I'm sorry I
Awesome,
missed that.
awesome.
I had to work.
Working. Oh, the working.
Just careful, there's a door there.
Door.
So you were up there with Missy Loggins and Howard Livingston,
Yeah,
the
it
three
was-
of you, and
Miss-
Danny got up and sang
Danny
one
got
with
up
you.
and helped me out. Now she's giving me like the horns.
The horns?
No, I'm waving it.
Oh, just waving. Gueco.
Waving
He's
at
taking
Gueco.
pictures.
So that was awesome. I really enjoyed it. And that's really the reason that brought us down here this week. So it was really
Yeah,
part
it
of
was
that.
It was
So
a fantastic festival.
I'm
It was
sure
just
glad it's over.
very.
Well, I made some new friends. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
we-
totally.
Definitely. I mean,
Paul
we-
McDonald
with
came.
Paul McDonald. Chris and I hung out at.
Yeah.
I ordered my first professional Bud Light.
Whoa.
I mean, I've obviously had Bud Light before, but I've never ordered one in a bar.
You know, that's the first thing you learn when you start hanging out with this Nashville crew. They drink Bud Light.
Well,
It's like water
not,
to
It's
me.
not the crew. It was the venue. I walked up to the bar, and again, I am a bit of a. I do turn my nose up at certain things every now and then. And,
Well, you want to drink beer. You don't want to drink like water that has a hint of beer flavor.
Yeah, and I like a really. My other job is I work as a cocktail bartender and fancy cocktails
Yes.
Well, where?
Craft cocktails.
at the other side.
Oh, I love that bar.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a bartender. You got that silly thing in the what's his name in the back room that talks to me when
Zoltar,
I walk?
yeah.
Zoltar.
And if you ever go out the back door, that's a whole story.
I would
yeah, don't talk about that.
fill
We don't wanna talk
Zoltar
about
with
that.
some foam.
Yeah.
Continue with your story.
Anyway,
Mike.
Don't look at Dave.
Dot.
Don't look
Dot,
at
dot, dot.
Dave, hide yourself.
So,
What do you do? Please don't look at Dave.
So we went down and we enjoyed some great music, and I ordered a Bud Light, and I posted it on the internet that I ordered a Bud Light for the first time at a bar ever, and people went literally bananas.
This is on Twitter?
No,
On Facebook?
On
or
Facebook.
Twitter?
Well, I mean, it
totally
wound up on
missed
Twitter
that.
too. But,
Because it was you that ordered it?
yeah.
Okay.
People were like,
course.
"What?"
What?
And it's funny. One of my employers just was like, "This is."
Hold on.
Here, listen there. Mark's trying to
Mark's
say
trying to
something.
say something.
One of my employers actually commented on it, and he was the most vocal advocate of because I always constantly make fun of him for drinking Michelob Ultra, and he was like, "Oh, I can't believe it, you of all people," and then there was a bunch of other comments that were.
Well, you didn't
there was a
buy
couple
it and
blue.
drink it, did you?
Yeah, I drank.
did.
We both drank Bud Lights.
He was
That's what we were
thirsty.
drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I thought it
too?
sounded- I thought it sounded mundane.
Let me ask you some questions. How was the flavor of the Bud Light?
What flavor?
I don't
There you
know.
go.
I mean, I don't really remember it, actually, to be honest with you. I'm like,
Try to block it out. It's like having date rape sex.
Yeah,
you just
bad
want
touch.
to block it out of your mind.
yeah, bad touch.
Good luck with the editing.
Thanks. What are we doing now?
Okay, so this beer is really good.
This beer is really good.
Hey, you want a mic?
One more.
One more.
Smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb. Oh,
Talk
man.
amongst yourselves. What do you think? Smoke
We'll-
bomb. What do you think?
Sounds
No,
smoky.
nothing after the smoke bomb.
It sounds smoky.
I remember back in high school, I think
love
it was
smoke.
the 11th grade, we decided at the commencement speech would be a good idea to roll a smoke bomb down the auditorium. But it was not a good idea except for the fact that we got out before anybody caught us.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so North Miami Senior High, land of the Pioneers, go
Woo-hoo.
Pioneers, the worst football team ever to hit a football field. But the smoke bomb, everyone remembers.
Everyone remembers the smoke bomb.
Yeah, and we wrote Happy April Fool's Day on it.
Hey. So this is a smoked porter, I
It's a
assume.
smoked malt.
Oh, okay. Smoked malt.
What's smoked malt?
Is it a porter?
Is it a Rauch beer?
I've smoked a lot of things.
Does it say R-A-U-C-H on there,
Well,
baby?
and it also has peppers.
I was going to surprise
Peppers.
Oh, okay. I let the cat out of the bag. I let
Does
the
it
cat out
have-
of the bag.
you. Y'all taste it first, and then I'm
Does it have hot peppers?
Don't say
All right, so no more. We'll say no
All right,
more.
they're going to
There's
say.
a surprise in this one.
Say no
There's a
more.
surprise in every bag.
I
Wait, wait,
I just
wait,
want
wait.
y'all to try it first, and then tell me what you think.
Hold on, Beth. What are you doing there, Chris?
He's still selfieing with Dave.
They're salviating.
Do you have the paperwork on that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves while I find it.
Hey,
Shut
Dave,
it,
what do you
shut
think
it.
of that tequila beer, huh?
Talk amongst yourself.
I don't know what he did, but it was good.
Is that the worm?
The tequila beer kicks some ass. Yes!
Dave's still back on number 2 beer. Beer number 2.
Dave, what do you think of number 2?
He loves two is good.
Oh, we love number 2.
I think number 2 had some really high alcohol content.
Which one was that, Dave?
That was that tequila beer.
Keela.
Hop Keela Robusto.
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 Are you moving on?
I'm having a cigarette.
All right.
I can't stand the cigarette.
I can't stand this anymore.
And we're back.
I want y'all to taste. Just taste this one first, and then we'll talk about it. Can y'all do that for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Is he smoking? I'm gonna go smoke.
Oh my God! Yes, do it.
Nicotine slaves are all the same.
Smoke that cigarette.
Puff, puff, puff until you puff yourself to death. Well, tell St. Peter at the Golden Gate that you just hate to make him wait, and you've
just
got
gotta
to have
have
another
another
cigarette.
I'm Kevin Mark, and you're listening to Key West Beer Tales, the sum of all beers.
All right, before we try this beer, we're supposed to, or before we talk about this beer, we're all supposed to try it.
Well, that's a good idea.
So try the beer right now.
So we're trying the beer.
Homebrew.
Homebrew.
Homebrew! Yahoo!
Homebrew's the name, or their, yeah.
Homebrew.
Wow.
And
Sorry, I said wow. Oh,
Peppers in it.
it's got peppers.
it's got peppers in it.
Ah,
And
we all
it's
got
smoky.
We're on the same page there.
Oh, this
Dave
thing,
Jr.
this
Dave
thing's-
Jr., do you feel the pepper burn?
this one has. Well, we're having a beer here, which it has smoked or
Chipotle peppers.
Chipotle are smoked peppers, but it's flavored with chipotle and has a very chocolatey flavor at the same time.
Dave Jr., do you feel...
Chipotle, so you got a nice chocolatey feel with some spice in the back.
That's right. We're doing homebrews tonight. This is the first show we've done homebrews on, so we want to have you on for just at least a little bit. Hold on. I want to have you on for just a little bit, so you could be part of the show. We miss you and we love you.
Well, I miss you guys, and I love you too. I've been trying a lot of good North Carolina brews with you, by the way. If anybody's following me on Twitter, I'm there.
Dave, you got to send some down to us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing, Matty Green's is one of the best breweries down here.
Oh, good. Well, we're what we have is we have Bill and Beth here, and they're home brewers out of Kissimmee, and they're also musicians. We've had them on our other show, and they brought down these. This is a fifth fabulous beer that we've had. Their beers are unbelievable. We're sorry you're not here. We also have 7 people here tonight live in the studio.
It's bizarre.
Gueco dive bombed us and just barreled through the door and became part of the show. And now we're having you on the show, so that makes us 8.
I got that picture.
Yeah. So
8 people on the same show. We broke a record,
yeah, we broke a record for.
Diamond Dave.
But we're going to run because we can't keep doing this because, unfortunately, if you're on here, we're not going to be able to review this beer. So.
All right, well, I miss you guys. I miss you guys down in Key West.
We miss you,
I
man.
look forward to coming back and doing some spots in September and bringing some beer with me.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right, we miss you, Dave.
All right, I'll see you guys later. I miss you guys.
Love you, Dave.
Okay.
Love you, Dave.
Long time.
Take care.
Take care.
Diamond Dave.
What did he say about Mark?
Like
He
a
said, I
guest
love you too,
appearance.
Mark.
Love you long time.
Love you long time. That's what the girl told me
Me
across
love
the
you
street.
long time.
All right, back to the beer.
Back to the
Okay.
beer. It's a
So,
fun little interview.
I smell the peppers.
This is hot.
Well, it hits you in the back of the throat, definitely.
Yeah, this is hot.
It's a burn
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
we call it.
It's, and now that I'm tasting this, I like this much better than when we first brewed it and
Oh, okay.
had the first
It's
one.
blended better.
It's
It used to
mellowed
just
quite a bit.
kick you in the back of the throat, and now it's got.
And how old is it now?
It's homogenized.
What's the date on this
now.
one?
This one's a year old.
About
A year old.
wow. All right, excellent.
A year's the winner tonight.
Yeah, I think so.
There's Dave. There's your son.
Your boy ain't right.
Now, in another show we had
I think his girl was.
yes. In another show we had a smoked porter by smoked chipotle porter by Stone.
Stone, yes.
Yeah, it's
Thank-
hard to remember exactly how that was, but we loved it.
We loved it. That was a fantastic beer. It was a little bit richer in body than this one.
This one's a little hotter.
This one is a little
Yeah.
hotter. Yeah.
Yeah.
By a
This
good
one's
deal.
hotter.
Little is
Well,
like
it's a
an understatement.
smoked Malt. Of course, the smoky chipotle peppers were in the second fermentation.
Okay, so
and
this is double fermented.
We seeded the peppers and put them in the bag and dropped them in. And once a day we checked them, and they only stayed in the second fermentation for 3 days.
Wow.
You seeded the peppers?
Well, took them out.
Why?
De-seeded or whatever. I was scared it would be too hot.
The seeds are out of this.
Yeah,
Hard
Yeah.
to believe.
my lips are burning.
Yeah.
But we actually, to our modifications recipes, cut back on the peppers that were originally called for. So this could have been a lot
It
hotter.
was only 3 peppers.
So here
For 3
again,
days.
you
Wow.
changed what they told you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting. So this is secondary fermentation on this too. I'm curious. Do you have ingredients?
Yes. Hang on a second. It does have bittersweet chocolate, but the grains. It's got cherry wood smoked malt, the English dark crystal, can't even say that word. Faucet.